Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
Will it be all right? Should I be afraid? It's coming!
Looking for an old woman. She lives somewhere in the mountains hereabouts.
All she can do is take you straight to hell. You go home and you bury your boy.
Say, there's an old graveyard way back deep in them woods. The thing you're looking for is in there.
It was an accident.
It's gotta run its course. Now it begins. It begins.
So tonight, we actually got together. We're doing a couple of reviews. So before we did that, my wife suggested we watch a horror movie, and we're going to talk about it here today. And I was actually so irritated. Like, she'd been at me all day to watch this, and I didn't really want to. But it's Pumpkinhead. And I will say, I wasn't looking forward to it, but I really got into it when we watched it. I actually really enjoyed it this time around.
It was good. It wasn't,
It's cheesy.
It's
but
cheesy.
good.
Yeah, it's cheesy good. Like it's predictable.
Yeah.
But
So,
it's cheesy good.
so my problem I always have with it is it's a really slow burn. Like the movie starts off so
Dreary and like, oh my god.
so awful
build-up
and
is so-
boring and long. You're like, oh, get to the mountain already, Frodo. Pretty much, right? But that actually, it's funny because in terms of psychological cues, like you'll see this in horror movies sometimes, like Jeepers Creepers. Remember at the beginning of Jeepers Creepers, they're having that irritating conversation and nothing's happening, nothing's happening, nothing's happening. Then all of a sudden, the horn goes off and it's like, "Rah, rah," and like kind of catches you for a jump scare.
And Mike stands up and says, "What the hell is this?"
No, that was later when the dragon wing came up.
Yeah.
But anyways, I digress.
Yeah.
It does play into that when the action actually starts happening, like
It's good. Yeah.
yeah. And it was a really big slow burn, but when it starts like that, the second half of the movie, the second act is amazing. Like the creature effects for Pumpkinhead are just unreal. Like again, a word that I don't know what it means, but I keep using, cinematography.
Yeah.
Was actually pretty cool. Like there's a scene where Pumpkinhead walks into the church and like you can see the mist in the background. They're pumping like that blue like kind of strobe light. I mean, what an epic scene. Like
good.
honestly, it's incredible.
It was good.
Yeah. So storyline, what'd you think?
It was good storyline. Like I said, a bit cheesy, but it was good.
Really cheesy.
It was cheesy. Like you can predict it. Like
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
They're dying. She's dying. Yeah. And
I'll disagree with you there because honestly, the people that you would think would survive a little bit longer,
yes,
and didn't. I mean, like the guy who actually stays with Buddy's son after he gets hit by the bike is the first guy gone. He was the only person who was good about it. He'd be like, "I'm gonna stay with the kid."
Yeah.
And no, he did.
Yeah.
Boop, dead.
So, yeah, you wouldn't expect it, but
funny story. He's actually also in Friday the 13th Part 7. And he's the first of the camping group, the brother Mike, who gets killed in that too.
Yeah. And for those who don't know, Mayim Bialik.
Yeah, Blossom
is in this movie.
Blossom is in Pumpkinhead.
Yeah. Weird. But no, I mean, the effects were good. There were some parts of it where you kind of you can tell it was animatronics. Like I know this was the cheese factor of it, but like there's a part where like his movements were so fluid. It was all kind of. I found sometimes it was like kind of fluid and stuff. It wasn't as fluid, sorry. Right, and sometimes it was like when he's looking at the screen, the detail in his face is really good. But a lot of movements were.
Or you're gonna pick that apart. Have you ever watched the Evil Dead movies? Like,
Yes, I have.
and you're gonna pick apart like Pumpkinhead's
I know.
animatronics
Yeah, I
or
know.
Pumpkinhead's movements.
I know, but I mean, I gotta pick something apart.
I've got to be critical about something.
Critical of something, exactly.
I surprisingly enjoyed it.
Oh, I didn't say I didn't enjoy it. I just it was like I said, it was enjoyable, but you know, it was still it's a bit cheesy.
It is cheesy, but it's so cheesy it's good, and it's just that part. Like whenever I think about Pumpkinhead, I always think about the beginning, and it's like, oh man, it's awful, and I keep falling asleep on the beginning because it's just so boring.
Yeah.
And he's like, I had a special son. Oh, I love my son. Like blah blah blah.
And as your wife mentioned, he didn't bring the doctor, but he cleaned his face. He cleaned his face.
I'm the best dad ever. My son just got hit by a bike. I'll just clean his face. That makes it better.
Put his glasses back on his face, and you know.
Yeah. At no point does anybody say maybe we should take the child to the doctor. No.
No.
The storyline had some serious plot holes.
Yeah.
Serious plot holes.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, it was a good movie, but
Yeah.
yeah. That's all I can say. I'm leave it up to you.
Leave it up to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would put Pumpkinhead out there as one of those things that's so cheesy it's good. The thing about Pumpkinhead is I actually have a lot fonder memories of the sequels, and the sequels are so hard to find. Like Pumpkinhead 2, I think is called Blood Wings, or maybe that's Pumpkinhead 4, I don't know. But those are the movies that I'm more fond of, but I don't have them. I don't have them yet.
Do they reference this first one? Like, are they all sequential?
Yeah, actually, he comes back, and I can't remember if it's in part 2 or in part 4.
Okay.
But, Bishop from Aliens.
Yeah, Bishop. Yeah.
He comes back. He's in the series again. So, yeah, it's continuing storyline. It's the same character, and yeah.
Yeah. And actually, the guy from Sequest, isn't it? You watched Sequest DSV years ago?
No,
You had life. Yeah.
went outside and did things with
You had
people.
life. Anyway, I was a big TV nerd then. Anybody watched Sequest DSV? I forget the name of the character, but he was in that show. One of the characters of Pumpkinhead. Anyway, just thought I'd throw it in there. Plugged an old 90s TV show.
So from now on, all my videos will be about Sequest DSV.
Not all of them. Good majority.
There's actually a video game.
I know. I've seen it.
You're gonna have to come over when I play that.
I should.
We'll play that just for funsies.
Do a game watch with it.
Anyways, guys, Pumpkinhead. It's stick with it. That my advice for it, if you're gonna watch it, like it's terrible at first, terrible, but stick with it, and there's a payoff.